What's crackin', motherfuckers? It's me, your boy, MattCMG. Go stream my new song, Return to Monkey, available on Spotify, Apple Music, and any other major streaming platform, as well as here on YouTube.com/MattCMG. Go listen to the song. It's kind of a fucking banger. Onto the video. Yo, who the fuck is MattCMG? Hey everyone, it's me, MattCMG, and to start things off, I've got a little bit of a story for you. So I'm just sitting around one summer night during quarantine last year, playing some fucking, I don't know, Balloons Tower Defense or something, while listening to music on YouTube. Somehow in my rabbit hole, I come across a song from Victorious. I think to myself, oh, I vaguely remember that show. I think it had some good songs, if I remember correctly. And so I start listening to it, and I get this just insane nostalgia blast. I start listening to it more and more, and eventually listening to the music from this show and some other Nick shows became a weekly tradition that summer. Every Sunday night, I'd play some Balloons Tower Defense, and listen to some Nickelodeon music. It was kind of fucking lit, not even gonna lie. Rediscovering the music from Victorious made me really want to check out the show again, because I had only seen like a few episodes as a kid, but was never really that into it. I was in the process of becoming more of a Cartoon Network kid at the time, so I never really got into the show that much. But upon watching it in full that summer, I grew to really love the show, and it's become a new favorite of mine, and that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't rediscovered the music from it. The music of Victorious is part of what made the show, and I don't think it would have been as popular if not for that. So today, I thought that we'd do a little Victorious song tier list. Luckily, somebody already made one to use, so I'll link this tier list in the description if you want to make your own, but beware that it is missing a few songs. This tier list seems to only have songs that were officially released on the soundtracks or featured in big episodes, so some of the smaller songs aren't in here, though I will add a few of my own. I'm gonna be judging these songs based on both their use, the way they're used in the episode, and just the general vibe of the song, whether or not I like the song or not, right? Let's get into it. So the first song is 365 Days. This is an Andre song. Leon Thomas kind of fucking knows what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? This was from the episode Andre Crushes Jade, where Andre gets a crush on Jade, and so to clear his conscience and get it off of his chest, he writes this song that he performs at the end of the episode. And I like it. I haven't heard it enough times to truly, I think, appreciate it, but I do like it. It's cute. It's very catchy. I'm gonna call it an A tier. I might have put it in B, but I don't know. I feel like if I listen to it a few more times, I'd probably go A. So I'll go A. I'll preemptively fucking put that shit in A. All right, next we have Five Fingers to the Face. Now this is essentially just a child-friendly version of Baby Got Back, if you actually look at the lyrics or whatever. It's very rare that we get a rap song in the show. We don't usually see rap in Victorious. It's mostly just pop and that's about it. It's mostly just pop music in this show. It's very rare we get a rap song in there, which I really appreciate. I'm a pretty big hip hop head, for a white guy. Like I said, the song is like a kid-friendly version of Baby Got Back, which is more evidence for why this show is just really fucking horny. There are a few songs, we'll talk about some of them later, but there are a few songs from this show that are just extremely sexual without any remorse, really. It's kind of wild. And this is one of them. It's one of the tamer ones, but it's one of them. But it's fun. It's a rap song, and it's one of the rare songs where the gang is all here. The entire cast kind of pitches in for this song, which I really like. I don't think we got enough songs in the show that where the whole cast is in on it. So I'm calling this A. It's catchy. I enjoy it. Oh my god, we're already on the good one. We're already getting to the good ones this early on. All right, next is All I Want Is Everything. This is from the Locked Up special. This is my favorite Victorious song. This is S tier, no cap. The reason this is my favorite song, it's so fucking inspirational. The song is just it's all about that desire, that thirst, that hunger, just to achieve your dreams, kind of get everything. All you want is everything, which I can definitely relate to in terms of my YouTube stuff. Whenever I make a video, I'm thinking to myself, yes, this is what I want. All I want is everything. I'm trying to get this this video is gonna be a fucking banger. I'm gonna make the fucking best video I can because I want the fucking smoke. You know what I'm saying? I did not use that term correctly. White person moment. But the performance is fucking great. Victoria Justice kills it. I think what is it? Liz Gillies and Ariana Grande are in the TV show's version. I think they cut them out of the album version. So I can't really say which one I like better, but this is definitely my favorite Victorious song. No fucking cap. Next up is Bad Boys. This was a season 4 one, and I liked the earlier songs. They kind of got worse and worse for me for the most part. Bad Boys, I don't like this one. Something about it, I don't like it. I'm gonna call it D. I'll call it D. I'll be a dick, I'll be a cunt. I don't care. I'm putting it in D. I just don't vibe with it. I just don't vibe with it at all. Alright, next up is a fan favorite, and I'm probably gonna get shit for my placement for this one, but Beg It On Your Knees. It's very well produced. It's good production on it, great performance, of course. Victoria Justice kills it as always. I can't relate to it, is my thing. I cannot relate to trying to get revenge on an ex or whatever, or I just can't do it. I just don't like the subject matter of it. And some of the lyrics are a little bit weird to me. Like what is it? Crawling like a centipede. Like that's. Why would you? Why? Just why? I don't understand. You know, the point of a breakup song, especially like one like this, is to like kind of like be empowering, right? Like yes, women be shopping, right? That's the whole point of that. And then they're singing about fucking centipedes. Like I don't know. It's enjoyable though. B tier. Now, similarly to Begging on Your Knees, I cannot relate at all to the next song here, which is Best Friend's Brother. Much like Begging on Your Knees, I cannot relate to this song at all. This song is literally about wanting to fuck your best friend's sibling. I have not once been in that situation. Back when I had friends, there was not a single time where I said, hey, I want to fuck your sister. At no point did I want to say that, right? At no point was I ever thinking that, right? So I cannot relate to this song at all, but it is very catchy. I really like the fucking the way the song sounds, right? Like it's got like this pop rock fusion kind of. I really like that. A tier, calling it A tier. Next is Broken Glass. This is a very rare Matt Bennett, Robbie Shapiro type beat. I like Broken Glass. I like Broken Glass because it's fun, and we don't have enough just like dumb fun songs in this show. I don't think. Like a lot of the songs are kind of not serious per se, but they're very particular vibe. They're like yes, pop music. Dating, success. That's pretty much all they sing about in the show. Then we get like a goofy song from Robbie that not only is that it's just peak Robbie Shapiro, by the way, but it's just like a goofy song about fucking broken glass in the style of a children's song. I fucking love it. I think the show needed more stuff like this. Honestly, it's fun. It's got a sense of irony to it. I really like it, but it's not the best song out there. I'm gonna call it B. I'm gonna call it a nice middle. Call it a B. Okay, next up is one that's not on the list, but since it's in alphabetical order, I'm gonna put it here, is Cheer Me Up. Cheer Me Up is not on this tier list, but it was used in the episode Tori Goes Platinum for like, you know, Tori's audition or whatever for the award show or whatever. So it was used for that, so you might have heard it from that. But the TV show's version is 10 times better than the album version. Because the album version is like this, it's overproduced to the point where it doesn't sound very genuine anymore, and it kind of loses a lot of the vibe of the acoustic version that used, you know, the acoustic piano, whatever the fuck you want to call it, version that was used in the show was. So I like the show's version of Cheer Me Up way better than the album version. I feel like they needed to release that version on its own. But whatever, it's not on this tier list. But I would definitely put the show's version in A, the album version in C. Next is one that I actually didn't realize was on here, but it's not Christmas Without You. This is from their Christmas song. The performance in this episode definitely unlocked something in me sexually. I gotta say, Christmas will never be the same for me, truthfully. I am filming this in June, so obviously Christmas is not exactly the first thing on my mind. I'm not exactly in a Christmas mood to like, you know, to write a Christmas song, right? But this is for a Christmas song. It's definitely a more unique one. You know, it's definitely a great alternative to fucking, you know, the standard shit you hear. It's fine. I don't remember much from it. I listened to it pretty much. This is a seasonal one, right? It's a seasonal song, so you're not gonna be listening to it all the time. But it's definitely a fun listen around the holidays. I'll call it a B tier. Call it a fair middle. All right, next up is Countdown, which is another Leon Thomas, Victoria Justice kind of duet. You know, Victoria Justice kind of singing back up here, but Leon Thomas, he's massively underrated, by the way. His time on the show specifically was very, very much underrated. I feel like he was very much underutilized. One thing I really like about this song is that the lyrics of it are really clever. Like they literally count down in the song, you know, while they're, you know, in the verses or whatever. To be if I'm being honest, a little bit generic. And again, it's another one of those ones where I haven't heard it enough to like really fully vibe with it. So again, I'll call this one like a fair B tier. All right, next up is Don't You Forget About Me, which is a cover of the song from Breakfast Club, which was with the episode The Breakfast Bunch was parodying. I actually watched The Breakfast Club specifically because of this episode. I watched the episode and then I was like, I know this is a Breakfast Club parody, but I've never seen that, so I don't get the references. So I literally went and watched The Breakfast Club so I could like get the references. Decent movie, good movie, right? But Victoria Justice does a cover of the song from that movie in this episode. It's a pretty faithful cover. It doesn't really do anything like new or interesting with it, which I feel like the cover is kind of obligated to do. I feel like the best covers out there of popular songs are ones that like they kind of switch it up, they kind of do their own spin on it. This literally just feels like Victoria Justice doing the song. It's like the original song in her own, with her voice. That's basically it. Kind of modernizes it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Like it's really not noticeable, but it's not bad. I'll call it a B. What's the next song? What is this next one? Oh, Faster Than Boys. Faster Than Boys. This is another season 4 one. I'm not huge on the season 4 song, but one thing I can't appreciate about this song was its use in the episode. So this is another Tori and Andre song, another Victoria Justice Leon Thomas song. Something that's interesting about these two characters is that whenever they write a song together, they usually get along up until this episode. This episode is actually a rare instance of when they cannot actually agree on what they want for a song, so conflict arises between Tori and Andre, which is a really good premise for an episode. I really like the idea of that. The song itself, though, wasn't a fan. Was not a fan, but it's not terrible. It's a little bit catchy. Again, this is another one where I have to listen to it a little bit more, probably to like it a little bit more. It's kind of Stockholm syndrome myself into liking it. But I'll call that a C. It's not terrible, but not my favorite. Next is Finally Fallen. This is from the episode Tori the Zombie, I believe is the title of the episode. Something about this song. This song is not at all central to the plot of the episode, but it is very well used in the episode. I'll explain what I mean by that. The plot of the episode is that Tori gets, she gets stuck in some zombie makeup that she can't get off, and she has to perform a musical with that makeup on, and she ends up having to sing this song in that play, right? But the song itself is not at all central to the plot of the episode. They don't write the song or anything like that like they do with some other songs. It's just a song that they sing in the episode. That's about it. But the way that it's used and the message of the song tie into the themes of the episode, right? The way it's used in the episode is that, she sings this song about, love and, falling for the right person kind of thing, while she's wearing this heinous zombie makeup, which is, kind of central to the message of the play within the episode, and thereby the episode itself, which is that, beauty is not defined by physical beauty. It's what's on the inside that counts type beat. And it's well used in the episode in the sense that, it has that message, but also just, the way that, Tori's like, hey, Andre, extend the song for me, make it, stall them for a little bit, which is really cool, really interesting. I like the way they do that. I feel like they should have done that more for the show. And it's also a rare instance where we see Beck, where Beck gets to sing. He doesn't get to sing very much, which obviously it's because his actor is not a singer, as far as I know. Which is rare. He doesn't sing very much. It's definitely a slapper, definitely a boner jam. I'm gonna call that A. Okay, here's another one I'm gonna get shit for from the Victorious fans, right? Freak the Freak Out. I think Freak the Freak Out is massively overrated. And this is partially due to my own personal bias, because I have a little bit of a story behind this one that I'll get into, right? So back when I was a kid, when this show was first coming out, I don't know how my mom found out about it. Maybe she saw the episode that was on when it happened to be on the TV or whatever. My mom happened to see it or something, I don't know. But she downloaded this song on her fucking iPod Nano or whatever the fuck was out at the time, and she would play it in the car constantly, and it fucking embarrassed the shit out of me. I was fucking embarrassed to hear this fucking song for a very long time. It's very I was like, it's like it was cringe-inducing for me for a while. It's a very fun song. That's kind of about it. That's kind of really all there is to it, right? I think it's just overrated. It's just fun for the sake of being fun, I think. Its use in the episode was fine as well. They use it to win the karaoke competition, but it's fine. It's fine for me. It's not my favorite. Definitely gonna get shit for this one, but I'm gonna call that B tier. Next, we have another song from the same episode, which is "Give It Up," which is a very rare Ariana Grande Liz Gillies duet, which is great because their fucking voices I'm pretty sure everybody on this show had really good vocal chemistry, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But this is a fucking powerhouse duet right here. Really fucking good. The R&B vibes fucking slaps, right? One thing to note about this song is that this is another example of the show being horny on main. One of the lyrics in the chorus is, that's the game that we play at the end of the night. What game do you think that is? You wanna know what game? In case you're too pure, in case you're too wholesome, I'm about to ruin your fucking childhood right here. That game that they're referring to, that's fucking, baby. That's what I'm thinking. Well, the song itself isn't about fucking, but they reference sex in the song, which is fucking great. I don't know how they got away with that, honestly. But no, the song itself, fucking great. The performances kind of sell it. It's a very fun song, very fucking enjoyable. Love Give It Up. Do I want to call it S tier? You know what? I'm feeling S tier. Fuck it. I'm feeling S tier. Let's do it. Fuck it. All right, next song is Here's to Us. Now, this is actually a rare instance of me actually liking a song from the latter half of the show. Here's to Us. I actually didn't like it when I first heard it, but it actually grew on me the more I listened to it, right? And for a very specific reason, right? This song is massively underrated. The reason Here's to Us grew on me is because the song is literally about failing and why that's a good thing. This song is literally celebrating the bad moments, the mistakes, all your failures, your all that shit. All the bad shit that happens to you, it happens for a reason, and that reason is to force you to be a better person type thing. And I really appreciate the song for that, because it's even when you mess up, even when you make a mistake, you fuck up, you have a shitty day even, it just makes you appreciate the good days even more. It makes you want to strive to be a better person because you fucked up, right? I really appreciate the song for that. It's a fucking boner jam. I'm gonna call it A though. I don't quite want to call it S tier, but it's definitely an A tier. Next we get another Robbie Shapiro type beat. I Think You're Swell. Now this is the song that Robbie writes for Kat to profess his love to her, right? To confess his crush on her, right? I feel like this was definitely not utilized very well in the episode. and for a very particular reason. Now, this song, otherwise, very well utilized in the episode, right? It's like, you know, the whole episode kind of Robbie's like, you know, I'm teasing it, like, oh, I wrote this song, right? You know, he's talking about it right throughout the episode, teasing it. And when he finally performs it, it's kind of treated as a joke. Like Kat kind of says, "Oh, that's cool. Yeah, also go fuck yourself." You know, like it's kind of a weird backwards message where he poured his heart and soul into this, but it didn't ever actually pay off for him, which I guess is kind of the joke of the Robbie character, right? But it's still kind of like, you know, why have a moment like this and then not have like good payoff for it? You know, that was prime fucking Robbie Shapiro moment type beat. You know what I'm saying? As for the song itself, I'm not huge on the flow of it. You know, the chorus specifically, like, you know, I think you're swing. Like, I think it just, I don't know. I don't like the flow. I don't like the flow on it. But otherwise, it's fine. Like I said, its message is a little bit counterproductive. So I'll call that C tier. Next, we have another cover, this time of a Michael Jackson song, or I guess Jackson 5 song, "I Want You Back," which was covered in the Locked Up 2-parter. Again, much like the Breakfast Club song cover, this is a very faithful cover of the original for the most part. You know, it's nothing really to write home about. It's just kind of a slightly more modernized take on an old classic, right? Something that's definitely really cool about this song, the way it's used in the episode, though, is that they have the way they perform this song is they train all the prisoners in the prison to dance with them, right? So they like dance. They have this whole elaborate dance performance with a bunch of prisoners, right? And I'm pretty sure that's like an homage to Michael Jackson, where Michael Jackson did that for one of his music videos, where he got a bunch of prisoners to be the choreography in his music video. I'm fairly certain that's a reference to this. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So that's really very cool reference. I like that. I like the way that's used in the episode. The song itself, again, you know, it's fine. It's a pretty faithful cover of the original. So if you like the original, you'll probably like this one. I'll call that A. I'll be generous. I'll call that A. I'll be a nice guy today. All right, let me tell. All right, next song. All right, let me preach to y'all the fucking gospel of LA boys. Right, this song absolutely fucking bangs. It fucks hard. First thing to note, the beat. It's a whole summer vibe. Just like the entire song is a whole summer vibe, but the beat, absolute summertime vibes for sure. It's a summertime bop, right? What is it? Victoria Justice, Ariana Grande, massively underrated duo. They have some great fucking vocal chemistry together. I feel like they should have done way more songs together in this show. It's a fucking fun summer bop. It's fucking great. Like this has defined my whole summer that year, right? I will admit, I do, when, you know, if I'm singing along, I feel the need to, you know, to change the pronouns a little bit, you know, LA girls, as it were, and that mostly works. You can mostly change the pronouns of that song and it works just the same. Definitely a fucking banger. This is easy S tier. Easy fucking S tier. All right, next we have the song from the iCarly Victorious crossover. We got "Leave It All to Shine," which is a mashup of "Leave It All to Me" from iCarly and "Make It Shine" from Victorious. We'll talk about "Make It Shine" in a little bit, but, you know, "Leave It All to Me" also a fucking banger, by the way. This is a mashup that works, but even though it shouldn't, right? Like both of these songs are in completely different keys. They have completely different tempos. They should not be able to combine this well, and they find a way to make it work in a way that's pretty catchy. Even though I assume a lot of, like, you know, people who are actually, like, you know, into like music production and that kind of shit probably think this is ass, and I could probably you could probably make a decent argument for it, but I fucking love it. As a fan of both of these shows, I definitely like the fact that they decided to mash them up like this. It kind of makes you wonder if they would have done other songs like this if they had crossed over with other shows. I feel like the song's a little bit one-sided in Make It Shine's favor. I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong, but it's fun, but it's probably not the best. I'll call that a fair B tier. Next is "Make It in America." Now, this is a song that I never personally got into, personally. It has a very similar message to my favorite Victorious song, "All I Want Is Everything," but it's just way more general, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm making that up, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm stupid, I don't know, but that's just what it feels like to me. I feel like I can't relate to this one as well as I can. "All I Want Is Everything," and I don't mean to compare the two either, but I'm just not huge on this one. It has a good message within the episode though, where it's kind of like, this is Tori kind of doing what she wants, kind of truly making her mark, trying to make it in America type beat. It probably easily could have been a different song, easily could have just been "Make It Shine," honestly, in that episode if they wanted to, but they didn't have to do that. They made a whole new song for it, so fair enough. But, you know, not a huge fan of this one. I'm gonna call that a C. Alright, next up we have kind of a 2-for-1 special here. We got "Make It Shine" and the "Make It Shine" remix from the episode Hell and Back Again. Focusing on the original "Make It Shine," obviously it's a great theme song for a show like this, right? You know, the show being about a performing arts school, the whole point is kind of like, you know, yes, we're gonna kind of work hard to achieve our dreams and shit, right? great theme song, right? You know, the lyrics are just very inspirational. You know, it's about you achieving your dreams. You have to work to achieve your dreams. You get to make it shine. It's your life. You get to fucking choose it, right? Something that's interesting about this song is, you know, again, like a lot of the other songs, the way it's used in the episode, right? This is the song that gets Tori into Hollywood arts, but originally it was supposed to be Trina's song, and it was originally supposed to be like a slow kind of like power ballad song. And I definitely would have liked to see that version of it at some point in one way or another. But I do like the version, the way it's used in the song. I like the performance. The performance in this is fucking iconic. The song is a banger. It's a fucking S tier. I'm calling it S tier. No, I don't know. I'm not as big on the remix, but I do definitely like the remix, right? The way the remix is used in the episode kind of comes full circle. You know, Make It Shine was originally the song that got Tori into Hollywood arts. So when she has to re-audition, it only makes sense for her to do the same song. I actually use that same premise as something in my Victorious finale rewrite video, which is in one of those corners up there, which you can watch right now. But I definitely like it's like kind of like a different twist on the song. Definitely a vibe. I don't have much to say about it. It's not as good as the original. I would definitely prefer the original, but it's definitely like a fun version of it. You know, Leon Thomas, you know, singing backup too, kind of doing a little bit of a round. If that's what that's called, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, right? I'm gonna call that an A. That's an A tier. The next song is Shut Up and Dance. This one I actually didn't like at first, but it actually kind of grew on me the more I heard it. It's a very fun song. It's literally just a party song, so it's not very deep. But the episode it was in was very meta, which I appreciated. The thing about the show's version is that every cast member gets their time to shine. You know, again, there's another rare instance where Beck sings, even if it's for one line. Trina is talented in this episode, which is like, what the? That's how you knew this episode was like not canon, because Trina was talented in it. You know, everybody kind of gets their own little moment here. It's mostly, you know, Victoria Justice takes up most of it, but still, you know, the whole cast kind of gets their time to shine here, right? And but like I said, it's only like that in the show's version of it. In the album version that they released officially on like the soundtracks or whatever, it's just Victoria Justice, which I think I think I like the full cast way better. But it's definitely a fun song, you know. It's a whole vibe, you know. It's a party song, it's a dance song, as the title suggests. So just shut up and dance, and put that bitch in A tier. That's what you got to do. That's how you do it, right? All right, next we're winding down. We got the final 5 right here. Fucking Song to You is the next one. I fucking love Song to You for a lot of reasons. Firstly, the song just goes fucking hard. It's only one of like 3 songs where Leon Thomas takes the lead here, with Victoria Justice as you know, singing backup, which is great. Again, they're another example of like great vocal chemistry between the cast. I really like that. I feel like they should have done a lot more songs together. The subject matter of the song is like is wholesome as fuck. It's like, yeah, I don't got a lot of things. I don't got money. I don't got fucking fame. I don't got any of that fancy shit that women like. But I can write you a fucking banger, which he very much did indeed. Now, a lot of the reason I do like this song is the way it's used in the show, right? It's used in the show, which in this episode particularly, it's used to like to boost Andre's confidence. So in the episode, Andre's trying to secure the bag, so he writes a children's song for money. The song ends up blowing up online and kind of embarrassing him, which gets him in trouble with the label he's attempting to sign to. You know, he's very down on himself. He kind of loses his confidence as an artist. But after some advice from Tori, he regains his confidence, and he turns that once kind of cheesy children's song into a love song, an absolute fucking banger. The song is used to like show us how Andre builds up his confidence again. It's all in that one scene where he like first starts kind of doing the lyrics. You know, he's sitting around, he's playing it all glumly on his keyboard, all sad, and then it transitions like straight into like him just fucking jamming out in Tori's house. I fucking love that transition. I love that scene. It's really fucking good. It's a banger. The song itself is a banger. S tier. Let's fucking go! Alright, next up is Take a Hint. This is another like season 3, season 4 song. Which is it's a good one though. It's a good one. It's a very rare Tori and Jade moment. A very rare moment where we see Victoria Justice and Liz Gillies kind of duet together, which is great. I feel like this is another thing I feel like we should have gotten more of in the show. This was a very popular one from the show. I feel like I probably agree with the consensus on this one though. The song is of course about like, you know, women dealing with like creepy dudes, or like just telling dudes to take a hint, right? You know, oh, you're being a fucking creep, take a hint, fuck off, we don't want you, right? I mean, obviously that's a little bit empowering, I guess you could say, but it's also kind of mean. It's kind of a dick move, right? Like, you know, oh, hey, you're creepy, fuck off, right? Like, hey, what if he was just chilling? Obviously the guys in the episode weren't, but hey, you know, that's you know, a bit of a Me Too moment. Not even gonna, you know, I'm saying, you know, believe women, right? But like also, this is kind of fucking mean. Kind of jumps the gun a little bit. This is another song that's an example of this show being horny on main. Because not only was this like the whole premise of this episode was Tori and Jade going on a date, quote unquote. So they were definitely ahead of their time. Hashtag fucking Pride Month or whatever the fuck, right? Not only were they ahead of their time on that regard, but they straight up say tits in the song. They don't actually say it, but it's implied, right? The lyrics of the chorus go, what is it? Get your hands off my hips before I punch you in the lips. Stop you staring at my hey. What do you think the hey is? What else would a man be staring at on a woman, truthfully? It's tits. It rhymes, it fits, it makes sense. They're singing about tits. How did they get away with that? Somebody with actual musical talent, somebody please make an explicit version of that where it's the same exact song, you just say tits in the chorus. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocks like a motherfucker, and tits. I'm gonna call that an A. That's an A tier, easy. Here we have Tell Me That You Love Me, which is yet another Victoria Justice, Leon Thomas duet. Again, great vocal chemistry. The performances in it are great, of course, as usual, as you would expect at this point. And this is yet another example of the show's version being way better than the album's version. The album's version is way overproduced. They add in like drums and guitars and shit. When I think just like the episode's version, where it was just simply just the piano and the vocals. That's all you needed, right? That's all they needed to make that sound good, and it fit perfectly in the episode, and I feel like it didn't need anything more than that. So I'm gonna definitely call that an A tier. It's a fucking banger. I love that one. All right, next up we got You Don't Know Me, which everybody kind of knows is like the Jade song. This is how I know it's the Jade song, because this is a very rare. I think this is the only solo song that Liz Gillies has on the show. Which again, I feel like she should have had more of those, considering some of the other characters got their own. Multiple as well. You Don't Know Me is low-key the deepest song from this show, right? This whole song is all about how Jade feels that nobody understands her, and that that's why she can't really open up to anybody, because when she does, everybody's kind of afraid of her and they kind of don't like her. It's this really in-depth look at Jade's psyche, and especially in the context of the episode where she's literally singing the song to try to get back together with Beck, because they're broken up by that point in the show. So she tries to get back together with them through this song, which is really fucking cool. Which is like it's a very interesting way of like looking into Jade's psyche, because not only does she feel all the things that she says in the lyrics, but she's also like the only way she really knows to express herself truthfully is like through the music, which is really cool. Even though I'm pretty sure her character wants to be like an actor or something, or a screenwriter or something like that, which is a little bit bizarre. But it's a fucking great song. It definitely goes pretty hard. It did not have to go that hard, and it definitely does, right? Call that an A tier. All right, and last but not least, we have You're the Reason. This was from like the second or third episode of the show. And it's used very well in that episode, right? Tori and Andre write the song together as a gift for Trina's birthday, which eventually goes awry. But it's really cool that they like kind of show the process of those two like writing a song, specifically because that's the first time that Tori had ever written a song, and she kind of gets like mentored by Andre almost, which is really cool. The song has a great yet also pretty vague message about like the one special person in your life that kind of like helps you be a better person. Which is kind of wholesome, kind of poggers, if you will. I'm not necessarily that huge on the production. I feel like it's a little bit overproduced in some ways, but that's just me. There's an acoustic version out there that also slaps pretty hard, though I think I don't know which version I prefer as far as that goes. Definitely a fun song, great use in the episode. I'll call it an A. Let's call it an A. Why the fuck not, right? But that has been my Victorious song tier list. Let me know if you agree. Let me know if you disagree and all that shit. This was a bit of a filler video, something quick and easy for me to do, because I gotta focus on Avatar month really soon, so I gotta focus on that. But leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and comment down below what your favorite Victorious songs are. Like I said, I've left the link to this tier list in the description, so you can make your own if you want to. And if you do make your own, be sure to tweet it at me at MattCMGYT on Twitter, or tweet it at the cast or something, or post it somewhere like the Victorious Reddit or wherever the fuck. Post it somewhere, let's make it a trend. Let's see if we can make it a trend or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can do something out of that, right? Subscribe for more bullshit like this, and consider pledging to my Patreon to help support the channel. I've been MattCMG, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.
I feel delirious. Come, let's get out of here. We're so anonymous, but it's all coming clear. We're heading for the sky, and we'll get lost in it, 'cause all I want is everything. And I will pose like Koichi, but I got inches on my PB. I might not dance like MJ or IP, but I will give the best of me. All I want is everything, yes, everything. Too much is not enough. I'm sick of settling for in between, and I'm not giving up as long as it feels right. At least we know that we're alive. All I want is everything, yes, everything, yeah. Whoa.
That was ass.